My dad was part of the Navy SEALs. One thing I can remember him telling me growing up is just the training they have to go through Hell Week and everything. And then he was a state trooper for 18 plus years. He was an investigator. I remember him being gone during the day and coming home and telling me a cool story about what he did. That was awesome when I was younger.
My dad served in the Air Force for over 20 years. He was deployed a lot overseas, and it was really tough to manage everything at home with my dad being gone at such a young age.
So my grandfather, Alan Hobbs, went to the Naval Academy for 4 years, and after that he served for the Naval Academy for 9 years. He worked his way up to first lieutenant, and he was positioned between Japan and Hawaii. And he was in between both the Vietnam and the Korean War, and all he wanted to do was serve for our country. So because I get to play for this team and represent my country, I know that means a lot to him, and it means a lot to me, trying to follow in his footsteps as much as I can. Some stories that he told me, he was part of the first GPS tracking system the Naval Academy had used. So they sent him deep sea diving off the coast of Japan, and he dove all the way down to let the ships know where they could, how deep they could go. And one funny story he told, he said, once he got back to land, the natives said, "Oh, like, you're so brave, like, why'd you do that? No one swims there because of all the sharks." So that was just funny to me. Thankfully he made it out, so it means a lot that he represented our country and served our country, and I'm glad I can represent my country playing hockey.
I just have a ton of pride for it. To be able to represent something that he represented in a military aspect is pretty great. It's humbling. And he tells me every day that you're playing for the crest and for all the men and women that are overseas serving now, and all the men and women serving in the past.
So I've had a great opportunity to billet with Eric Garcia and Krista McKinley. Both have served over 20 years in the military, and for the short time that I've been here, they've told me a lot of stories, and they've really, shown me what it means to represent the U.S. and just not on playing hockey, just but every day-to-day basis.
It feels really good to represent my dad being in the Air Force, because he sacrificed a lot for the country, and it's great to give back to him and represent him.